Today on my channel, Planner Friends, we are going to set up my pocket planner to use as a meal planner. This is kind of a companion to my Filofax Finsbury budget planner, which I'm going to leave some links below for you to see that playlist. But I'm going to explain why I'm not putting my meal planning in that budget planner and why I decided to use this, also a Finsbury, but pocket size, to do all of the meal planning and so forth. So stay tuned, planner friends. Hi, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for taking your time. I know time is our most valuable commodity. Thank you for spending your time with me. So today we are going to talk a little bit of budget, and then we're actually going to get into some meal planning. So let's get to it, friends. If you're new, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. If you're returning and you've seen my videos before and you're a subscriber, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me and sharing this journey with me. I appreciate you. Okay, so in my video about kind of the mid-year planner review, I talked about my little Filofax pocket and how I was missing it. Now, to recap, this is my, oh my gosh, this is my everyday carry, my personal planner. It is a beautiful Filofax crock planner that I purchased used off of, not Etsy, sorry, Mercari. So I picked this up for less than half, and honestly, they don't even make this color anymore. I don't know why, but I love this. I really am a bargain shopper when it comes to all things planner related. This was a Black Friday deal. And then this I also picked up off of Mercari. I love this color. Turns out I have a prayer journal in that color. Like, I have multiple things in this mustard yellow, which I never would have thought would be my jam, but it is. So let me just recap a little bit and talk about what I want to do today with this. First off, this is my budget planner. We had moved. It was packed when I made that one video, but that's okay. I found it and I'm back to using it assiduously. Now, I did take out these budget sheets from it. These are from Agenda 52 from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just not using them. I'm using this planner to track expenses that aren't fixed. So by that, I'm not talking about house payment. I'm not talking about electric. I'm not talking about car payment. I'm talking about food, treating myself. I don't know. I put gasoline in here and car related items. I don't know that they're necessarily optional, but you get what I mean. What I'm talking about basically are expenses that I have to exert more control over, food budget being primary among them. So I followed the budget mom, and she said when she started off, her groceries were $1,000 a month, and she got it down to $800, then she got it down to $500, and then she does like 4 Costco runs a year where she stocks up on bulk items. So I'm aspiring to cut the food budget down too. And I also removed these trackers, which are great, but I have never used them. This is one of those things that you buy. So like you would say, okay, savings, I don't know, $200. And then you would check it off every month. I haven't gotten to that stage yet. So I removed all of these to give myself some room in this planner. The one thing that I'm discovering I'm less thrilled about with Filofax is the size of the rings, because they're not particularly big. I know you can change them out. I know people do it all the time. I'm not people. I'm not that coordinated, and I'm not comfortable yet to do that. Maybe eventually I can, but right now, no can do. So I had thought about I want to start menu planning again as a means to get my food budget under control. And I thought about putting it in here, but I don't think I'm going to, just because these rings, they're pretty full. And I took stuff out, so they're less full. And I don't always carry this around with me. Okay, so that's point number 1. Then we have the everyday carry, which I'm using for my weekly schedule. This is kind of my life planner, if you will. It's my weekly schedule. I have little spots in here of inspiration. This is my habit tracking, which I've been doing. I had stopped for 2 months. This is my creative. I do journal. I have an actual journal, but this is just something I create. I love little inspirational booklets in my planners. They just make, I don't know, happy little spaces, right? I sound like Bob Ross. Back here, I have some notes sections. So I put notes in here. I also have my reading log, which I think I'm at 23 or 24 books for the year. So that's pretty good. And then at the end, I'm going to write my top 5. I've never done that. I just have a envelope here for catch-all things. I have another little lovely little space back here. And then these sticky notes, which really more or less serve as page protectors, and then more decor. As you can see, this is pretty full. So I don't want to put any more in here, right? So I'm 2 for 2 here. I will say that I know Filofax does make a line, the Norfolk line, with larger rings, but they are quite expensive, quite frankly. And until I find a deal on one on Mercari or eBay or some such site, Mama's not going to spring for it, because I'm not going to take the money. What I do on Mercari is I de-stash, and then I use that money to buy things like this. Okay, so that left me, and I had said in my video, my mid-year planner review, I missed my pocket planner. This is, I swear, I wish I'd been carrying this for years. I could have if I'd realized it was out there. Do you remember Hallmark used to give you the little calendar booklets? Oh, I loved them. I used to get one every year, and I would track everything. I loved those booklets, which obviously were smaller in size than this, but the same idea, that they could fit in your pocket. So what I did is I went through here and I took out some of my old checklists. I had these inserts I picked up from Peanuts Planner Co. for half the year. I was using this for work. I'm no longer working there. And now I was thinking about changing it up and making it more of a meal planner to kind of go in line. Okay, so if I'm budgeting and I'm trying to cut my food budget, which right now, just like Budget Mom said, for right now, I have a 20% cut in mind. That being said, my son is no longer living with me. He's on his own, which is great. I sometimes miss feeding him and making him food, because he and I love to eat together and chat. It's just kind of what we do. It's how I was raised. So I miss that. Well, I miss him, but it's good. He's doing good, wonderful things. So what I thought is I could start the way to cut down the budget is to be more mindful and careful about what I am buying in terms of food, and planning out my meals a bit more stringently, right? So today I thought we could set this up, and I dug in my paper stash. I have to admit, I love the collections from Simple Stories. They, hands down, I mean, I like Paige Taylor Evans. I like Amy Tangerine. I like some of the Doodlebug design, but hands down, Simple Stories collections generally are my favorite. So a while ago, I don't know how long ago, I got this few sheets from their Apron Strings collection. So these are like the chipboard stickers. So I still have plenty of those. You can see I've used some, but I've got those. And I picked up just a few pieces of paper. So I've got this one with the pots and pans. I like that very much. And it has my mustard, ironically, on the back. These are just some elements that you can cut and stick in there. I thought they were cute. All right, I admit, this is probably my favorite. Can't help it. Well, that and the blessing, of course. And look, it has yellow chickens. So when I was growing up, you know how you have friends of the family. They're not relatives, but you call them auntie, uncle. Well, this woman, she used to call, my nickname was Chicken because I was little and scrawny. I ended up seeing her in my 30s. A delightful, lovely woman. Oh, wonderful woman. And she looked at me and she's like, "You still look like a chicken." So it's kind of my nickname in my family. So we have the chickens, right? Ironically, that wasn't planned. I just, yeah. And then I have these apron strings here with just this plain background. So what I thought I would do today, I removed a lot of the content of this and that I'd been using for work, and I thought I could redecorate it and set it up for meal planning. So why don't we do that? I'm going to take some of this apart and then we're going to redo it. Okay, so far so good in the decorating. I think I'm just going to do this to cut this down, to put this in there. Just some rudimentary crafting, friends. Just some rudimentary crafting to make a happy little space for menu planning. Okay. I had to use the chickens, like it was kismet. Okay, I had to use the chickens, given, like I said, that was my nickname. Can you believe that? There I am, an adult, and she's like, you still look like a chicken. I was like, well, okay. From her, I would take it. I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. And let's see if I could cut this a little more evenly. Okay. If you're new, incidentally, I do have visual challenges, so sometimes getting things right takes extra effort, and sometimes I just don't get it right. There you go. Isn't that great? I love that. Okay, so we have this here. What am I going to use as a dashboard is the question. I don't have a lot of dashboards in pocket size. Okay, so these are what I've got. I've got this blue, and it's actually a holo, and that actually kind of looks good. I might have to trim that a little bit. So that's one choice. I have the pink heart, which is cute. It is cute. That might actually be the best choice. I don't know. And then, of course, this one, which just says joy on it, which is really sweet. Honestly, I think we're going to go with the heart. At first, I really thought I was going to use this blue holo, but I kind of like that a lot. So I'm going to actually straighten this bottom out a minute. Okay, so that looks a little bit neater. Is it perfect? I don't know. I'm still debating this. Can you imagine? I mean, that's cute too, but let's go with the heart. Stop changing your mind, right? Now, over here, I don't usually put a lot. To be fair, I do have some food clips. I have peanut butter and jelly, which are pretty huge, and I think would look kind of silly in here. Most of these are large. There's my taco clip. And, oh wait, I do have more than one. These, okay. I have a cupcake clip, and I have my avocado clip. Let's see. I always recycle these jam jars. They're the best for holding washi and clips and so forth. And I think we're actually going to try to use this little, yeah, I like the avocado in there. It's something different. And the yellow speckles pick up the yellow from the chicken. Hey, chicken. And here is a little resin clip I had gotten from Sandoodle's desk. I don't really need it, but I kind of like the way it looks, and I don't really have much in terms of other decor in here, so I could put that in here as well, just for fun. Again, I make these little cute spaces, which I had this in here before, but yeah, I think that's cute. So we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, so we come in here. This back is a little bit kind of wonky looking. I'm tempted to put this against it to kind of use up some of it. So maybe I'll take a few minutes and do exactly that. Okay, so I'm still trying to play with this and figure this out, which there's nothing wrong with that. You have to do what you got to do here, right? So I'm tempted to use some of this for the top here. I think I can do that. It's either that or washi. So let's cut. I'm not using this collection right now anyway, so I might as well just use it. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, we can outline the top. Whoops. Again, nothing's perfectly straight, but that's okay. I have a saying in my faith planner that my faith planning is I'm making a joyful noise unto the Lord with my creativity. Well, same goes here. So we don't go for perfection. We just go for what we think is going to look nice. Okay, so that's one. And let's do the bottom real quick. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to make it a little larger because, you know, better to cut down than not have enough. I'm going to put this down here. That already looks better. Right? And it's actually not that long. So we got to straighten this up a little bit. So I'm doing this because I am actually, this is the first day I'm going to consciously, I've been consciously food shopping, but we moved, we're settled in, or settling in is whenever really, does one ever finish unpacking? I really like that. That's cute. And I almost, instead of using this, I almost want to use something just right here, maybe one of these. Let me see what we've got here. Oh, I like this one. Happiness is homemade. Alrighty, so we're gonna take this and put this right here. Perfect. Are there any other little things to zhuzh it up with? There's my friends, right? They're not really too many small elements here. I like the honey, that's cute. But for now, okay. So this will be the dashboard, and I can put something on there, and you know what I'm gonna do? Just occurred to me. I'm going to echo the chicken and the cow and the piggy. So we're going to put that there. I love that. That's great. So far, so good, right? Anything else here I want to add? I really think these are cute. There's a salt and pepper I could add. Would that be too much? No, let's leave it as it is. I don't want to overdo it. Okay. Let's take a quick peek here. So we have this. This is a little, they could be over with that, but that's fine. I'm not going to quibble. And then I have my chicken there. Let's eat. And then now next up, where did I put it? Oh, right here. I have this little pocket that I put in here, and what I wanted to do is something I used to do in my personal planner when I was meal planning. In that, when I was using my Carpe Diems, they have, I think they actually have larger rings than the Filofaxes. These are fake library cards that I got through Felicity Jane. You can find them all over the internet. But what I was doing is I was getting rid of the author and the title and stuff, and I was just keeping it to recipes that I tried and whether I liked them or not, whether they were a yes or a no. And so I'm going to continue to do that in here. I think that would be really a lot of fun. I really am trying new recipes every week, so we do stick that in here. Okay, now, so I grabbed my set of, is it upside down? There we go. My, what I would do with work is I've got these monthlies that come out. It's kind of neat. Again, Peanuts Planner Co. And so what I'm going to do is I stamp the month here, right? So I'm a little by the time I upload this, it'll be after the fact. We're good with that, right? So I'm going to take the July, just try to get some ink on there, put it right here. Good. And then I'm also going to take August. And I'm going to put the August here. Grab the August. And this is a new color I got, Fired Brick. I love Distress Oxides. I really do. Truthfully, I've tried a lot of different inks. They still are my favorite. Okay, just double check. It says August. We're going to put August right there. Okay. So this is kind of a at a glance meal planning, right? Let's move those. This is actually turning out kind of fun. Woohoo! I'm doing it. Okay, so this is up a little. It's fine. So if you come in here, let's start from the get-go. We have this set up, and I think that looks really cute. Now, then I have these cards, which again, what I did before is I would say, for example, I'm going to drop, by the way, some of the YouTubers and Instagram people that I follow for recipes. So one of them is called Plant You. I do not just eat plant-based, but I like her recipes a lot. So I would put like vegan fettuccine Alfredo, and I put a yes or no. So that's what I'm going to do with these. I have this, and I can change these out for plain notes instead of to-do lists. And those are going to be my shopping lists, long story short. So I'm going to take my shopping list here and convert it to bring it with me. Then here I can date these, and truthfully, I don't know that I'm going to use stickers. I think I'm just going to use a pen and date these for dinner planning, shall we say, or special event planning for meals. Now, I only have a handful of these left. So that hopefully, I put an order into Lights Planner Action. She was having a sale, so hopefully I get those soon. Again, they're just horizontal pocket. And then here I have some notes, so that could be for jotting down recipes and so forth. I have to take out some of my other notes. I also have these graph papers. So if the stuff from Lights Planner Action doesn't come in quick enough, then I can use those. And that's it, friends. We are going to, oh, and one more thing. If I see something like a coupon or in the paper, I'm going to remove everything I have in here, and I'm going to end up putting those in there. So that's it, planner friends. This is my little meal planner. I can carry it. I love the avocado. I know it sticks out a bit, but I mean, come on. Could that be any cuter? And no, the answer is no, it could not. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm going to sit down. It's just started. July has just started, and I'm finally going food shopping. So I'm going to plan out my meals, and I will drop in my comment section below. I'm going to drop in the description how I set up and how I'm using this budget planner. And then I'm also going to drop in some other channels who you might find inspiration from in terms of recipes and food. Okay, planner friends, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being on this journey with me, and I appreciate your time. Have a blessed week and eat well. Bye, planner friends.